Well, you said you had some conversation with some platforms going on.
For sure.
What's all going on with that? Is there any updates or anything you could talk about?
Um, well, I had a conversation in regard to a project with Netflix. I had to decline on that though. That was more so the production agreement from the production company I wasn't drawing. It wasn't in. Moral of the story, know your value on God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I know. So you can't tell me like, you know what I'm saying, whoa, and all that, and be trying to lock me in for pennies and all that. That shit was OV, so I had to get up out of there. But I'm speaking with another platform right now. Um, Not too sure if I could say who on the like publicly. Some people know right now, but it's a huge platform and they're very interested in Black Chicago Be Like the movie. So we negotiating that right now. So
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be dope, man.
Man, a blessing for sure, for sure.
Hopefully that works out for you, man. That would be big.
Blessings. But whole time, if anybody watching this interview, if you know already, you can go and drop it in the comments. It's cool. I ain't tripping.
For sure, man. Well, I know you've mentioned before that you don't really look at yourself as a comedian. Even though a lot of people find your material funny. Who were some of your inspirations, coming up that you kind of like, looked up to?
On the humorous side,
Yeah.
I ain't had nobody. I was like, everybody that I had that I kept looking up, I was just more so competing with them and trying to be better, like trying to like achieve better numbers. But as far as like somebody that's like, man, I want to be funny like them, nah. I got my own humor for real, for real. Rapper like Kanye, music wise, like you know what I'm saying. I'm his number one fan. But as far as like people that's humorous, I'm like, man, whoa, nah.
Any actors or anybody that you looked up to? Or were inspired by?
I mean, it's people that I, like, man, they raw on the actor side, woo, woo. Like, but as far as people I was, looking to emulate or be like or, look up to on the acting side, nah, whole time, I ain't even know I would take off like this in the film for real, for real. It kind of just fell in my lap. I ain't know I would garner this type of notoriety from film. I ain't know that I would be editing. I ain't know I'd be directing. I ain't know nothing. God just kind of sat it in my lap, and I'm like, I say less. You feel?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, some of the big news coming out of like hip hop was the Will Smith and Chris Rock slap, and I seen you did like a little skit about it. Which was funny as hell, because you had it like, I think it was like, if Will Smith was from Chicago
For sure.
type of thing, man. So what was your take on the whole situation?
Shit, as far as personal, like even with my skit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really do too much. It wasn't really siding with Will Smith or Chris Rock. It was just like, if, you know what I'm saying, if Will Smith was from Chicago, that's just probably how a Chicago nigga come woo. But as far as like, how I feel about Will Smith getting down on Chris Rock, man, that's their situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't really got too much to say about it, but I just know, I think when I first seen it, I want to say it was somewhere in the 10 o'clock hour, Central Standard Time. I thought it was a old like television cast until I started seeing all the blogs posting it on. Never. I'm like, okay, this rocking so hard. I need to hop on this right now. That whole time, I done already mentioned earlier in this interview, peak days and peak times. Peak time, I ain't even trying to see past 7 p.m. I ain't really, that's kind of no man's land, Lolo. Like, so I dropped this at midnight. It hurt to drop it low, because I'm like, if this do bad, I'm going to be hurt. But it was trending so high, though. It was trending so high. I'm like, I had to make an executive decision. So I'm like, I dropped it on my story. Like, if y'all want to see my Will Smith and Chris Rock, woo-wop, let me know. It went up. This midnight, I'm like, I'm going to drop it at midnight. I dropped it. Cool. It went cool. It's millions of views on that on my gram. And it did over 1 million on Facebook too. So, man, that timing be important. You got to be real strategic with the woo-wop for sure.
So you caught it like right when it was hot, right when it happened.
Right away. A lot of people, they dropped theirs the next day. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was on Bigo when that during the verses. I would have hopped on that right away. But I was streaming, I was live streaming on Bigo, and I kinda missed it. So I'm kinda mad I missed out on that opportunity for real, cause like I got a little 3-year-old. I could have easily green screen myself. I got my baby right there, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, emulating Ray J whole little demo. But I wasn't like, I didn't know right in time, so I kinda hate I missed that opportunity.
Yeah, well, man, I mean, it took off, it ended up working out for you, man, pretty good, man. It was funny as hell, too. When I seen it, I was like, okay.
For sure. Blessings.